What's up, smarty people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Smarter? It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time, DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote, and maybe you could have me at your next event. You know I like to party with the people. Also, if you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast. It's called What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. Also, add me on Spotify and YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, do all that kind of stuff. And review 5 stars, please. Now, on with the show. Oh my goodness, interesting facts. Green Eggs and Ham was written on a bet. Did you know that? You'd think that a widely imaginative children's author and illustrator famed for the use of nonsensical words like zizzer zazzer zoos would have trouble fitting a story into the strict confines of a pre-approved vocabulary list. Yet it was precisely that limitation that inspired Theodore Geisel, a.k.a. Dr. Seuss, to deliver 2 of his best-known works. In the mid-1950s, a publishing executive named William Spalding dismayed the uninspiring material being foisted on young readers, challenged Seuss to write a story that first graders can't put down, using a list of around 300 words meant to help children learn how to read. The assignment flummoxed Seuss for a spell until he zeroed in on 2 words that rhymed. 9 months later, he finished the groundbreaking The Cat in the Hat, 1957, his tale of a havoc-wreaking feline, composed of only 236 distinct words. Another publisher named Bennett Cerf, C-E-R-F, then upped the ante by asking Seuss to write a book using only 50 different words and bet the author $50 that it couldn't be done. Seuss again wrung his hands over the project, plastering his wall with flowchart maps to work his way through the narrative. But once again, he pulled it off, leaving Cerf shaking his head in amazement upon hearing the story of the persistent Sam I Am and the many ways to eat a particular dish. And while the publisher allegedly never paid up, things worked out just fine from a monetary standpoint for Seuss, as Green Eggs and Ham, 1960, became the top-selling title of his long, distinguished career. Here's some more tidbits of information. Dollars paid to Dr. Seuss for his professional cartoon sale. 25. His first professional cartoon sale. $25. Total words used in The Cat in the Hat. 1,626. Rejections received by Dr. Seuss before his first book was published. 27. Keep on trying. Keep on trying. Keep going. Don't stop. Approximate number of Dr. Seuss books sold as of 2021, 700 million. More tidbits of information just for you. Dr. Seuss's famous pen name grew out of a college punishment. In the spring of 1925, Dr. Seuss was still known as Ted Geisel, and enjoying the final weeks of his senior year at Dartmouth College. Of course, there were strict rules governing certain types of enjoyment during Prohibition. And after he was caught drinking in his room with his buddies, Geisel was stripped of his role as editor of the college humor magazine, the Jack-O-Lantern. Undeterred, Geisel continued submitting his distinct cartoons under a series of pseudonyms, including L. Burbank and D.G. Rossetti. He eventually stuck with Seuss, his mother's maiden name, and his own middle name, albeit one that was originally pronounced something closer to Zois. Noise. The doctor part came after graduation, reportedly while writing a mock zoological humor feature in a bid to make himself sound more scholarly. That's where Dr. Seuss came from, or Zois. Green Eggs and Ham, written on a bet. You have any more tidbits about Dr. Seuss? Hey, drop me some comments. Let me know. What's your experience with Dr. Seuss? Did you get it read to you at bedtime? Did you learn how to read using Dr. Seuss and his nonsensical words? Pretty cool. I think it was definitely a part of my childhood, for sure, whether the cartoons or the reading books. I was an avid reader. I really was. When I was little, oh my goodness, I read so much. Not so much anymore. It's audiobooks and audio medium and video medium for that matter. That's it for this edition of What Makes You Smarter. Hey, if you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast. It's called What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.